everybody, it's Trish here from MTech, and I'm excited to take you through the new features of Google Classroom that were just released this past August. One of the really exciting pieces is the Classwork tab, which has been completely updated, can now be very visually organized, and you can choose what order you'd like things to go in. And so what you're going to do first is go to classroom.google.com and open up one of your new Google Classrooms, and we're going to explore the Classwork tab together. So now that I'm here, we know that the new navigation is Stream, Classwork, and People, making it easier for the students to navigate exactly what they want to be able to see. We know that the stream is moving, with the most recent announcement going to the top of the stream. In Classwork, we can control things a little bit more. So one of the things you'll notice is that the Create button is no longer in that bottom right-hand corner that we're used to it. We're going to see it right here at the top. We're going to be able to create assignments and questions, and what's going to become important is topics. We had topic tags before, but they were limited and they weren't really able to be a visual organization, but really just acted as a filter in the old Google Classrooms. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create an assignment from scratch. Now you'll notice here that I can create the assignment, I can create a question, I can reuse a post from one of my old Google Classrooms, and of course I can create a topic. That's simply creating the topics before you put the content in them. We don't have to do that. We can create the topic as we create the assignment. So I'm going to go ahead and create the assignment. And we're going to do a little exploration of the Earth. So I'm able to give a title and some instructions, and you can see, oops, I typed everything in the title. Don't worry, we can change that. So same as before in our stream, I can make this assignment just to this Google Classroom. I could make it to multiple classrooms at a time. So this is great if you're teaching multiple sections of the same content. So perhaps you have, two grade 3 science classes and you want to be able to keep organized between the two classes with the students, but you don't want to have to double up on working in each classroom. I can also assign to all students, or I can just select the student that I want to have it. Now, I can choose if I'd like to give it a graded value, a point value, or I can also choose to have it be ungraded. In this particular case, I'm going to leave it as a point value simply because I want to demonstrate our new grading feature later. Now, please note that the grading feature does not communicate with our PowerSchool. So if you put the grades here, it's fantastic for communication and for the students to see, but it will not automatically transfer to your PowerSchool. I can give it a due date here for the students. And of course, topic. Now, a lot of us have been leaving this empty in the past. Topics are really important now because it allows you to organize your classroom in a more visually appealing way and in a more searchable way. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create a topic right from here. And perhaps I'm going to call this Topic A. You can organize your topics based on the topics that are naturally found in the program of studies. You can organize your topics based on the months of the year. You can organize them based on anything you want. But that is going to be the organization mechanism the students see in the classroom. Now, I can include a file attachment. I am going to include something from my Google Drive. Now, it will pull up all of my recent files first, which is really nice. But I can also go to my Drive and search for it, and it'll pull it right up for me. Now, default is students can view the file just like in our previous Google Classrooms. I'm going to change it to make a copy for each student so I can have each individual work on their own. It will put the student's name on it along with the name of this assignment. I can also include a YouTube video. This is a great way to help enhance the learning. I like to go to YouTube and find the video I'm interested in and copy that link. Please make sure you watch these videos all the way through before you post them to your classroom. And finally, I can include a link to something. We know that on the ToLearn site, there's some amazing resources for students to be able to work on their skills, practice their skills, have some interactive fun. So once you find something that you know is a really great site for them, you could actually simply copy that address and you can go ahead and you can put that into your Google Classroom. Everything is ready to go here. I can go ahead and I can assign it right away, but perhaps I'm working in the evening at home. I don't want my students working on this assignment before school tomorrow. I can also still have the option before as scheduling it. I can save the draft simply because I'm not done putting together this assignment and I'd like more time to work on it. So I'm going to go ahead and say assign so you can see it. Once this is assigned, you're going to see that the stream that used to be a mix of announcements and assignments now has this beautiful organized topic. Topics can be renamed, deleted, or copied. Perhaps I'm sharing the link. Move up and down will become important once I've added a few more materials, which I'm going to do now for you. So I'm just adding more assignments, some extra practice. You can see here I want to play with the new Google Earth. This is something very formative I want the kids to do. I'm going to make it ungraded. There's no due date, but now when I select topic, you can see I can still create a topic, or I have an extra practice topic and a topic A. I can choose where do I want that to be able to go and assign. So now what normally was a stream that was difficult to see, I can see that topic A stayed there at the top because it's what I created first. Extra practice I created next. Now I see that there. Now a lot of people really struggle that there's no more about section. Where do I put all my really important class materials? Well, what we recommend is A, you could go ahead and create a topic that is just for your class materials. From here, you can go ahead and create ungraded assignments that have the class materials in it. What I really like to do is we now have the new Google Sites available to us in Edmonton Catholic Schools. So that old About page, perhaps we've built on a new Google site, and I'm actually just going to include the link to that site with all our class materials right here in our classroom. Let me show you what that looks like. This is a Google site I've created for MTech and just as our Google Classroom page, so you can imagine this is a site that you've created for your students. I'm simply going to copy that link and I'm going to go back to my class materials and I'm just going to create an assignment that is for that link. I'm going to go ahead and put that link in. I'm going to make sure that it's ungraded, there's no topic, and I'm going to go put that under our class materials page. So now we can see our classwork is really getting quite organized and easy to navigate. And it didn't change the order that I put things in. What you can do is you can manually change the order yourself. So for example, perhaps I want my class materials to always be the top thing in the classwork page. I can hit the little three dots, the ellipsis on the right hand side, and it says move up. And then I can simply do that again. And now I have the order of what I'd like my students to see. Here's the student view. When they're in your classroom, I'm going to update it. So now I'm in my classroom and we can see the stream not only has the previous announcements that I made, but now there's an announcement that I have posted a new assignment. So I can get to that assignment directly here, or when the students click the classwork page, they can see exactly those beautiful organizational containers that you've created for your assignments right here. So they could go into the Explore Earth page, they can see the YouTube video and the links I've given them, they can view the assignment, and this is their opportunity to engage with that Google Doc. They can add their own things from their drive or links or files, and they also can create straight here from the Google Classroom so that it's already organized and part of this assignment without having to share it or add it later. So that's it. That's the new updated classwork of the Google Classroom. I think it's amazing. I think it's much easier to be able to have things in one place and not move. Don't forget our pro tips of making sure that when you use a Google Classroom, we recommend start small. Just like we have many binders and do-it-tangs in our classrooms, it's okay to have many Google Classrooms because it does get very difficult to navigate it later when you want to reuse a post. So let me show you the last feature, which is reusing a post from one of your previous Google Classrooms that either is still active or has been archived. So when I go ahead and I'm going to create that assignment, this time I'm going to say reuse post. It's still going to allow me to go back to any of my previous Google Classrooms, even if they're not the new Google Classroom, to put in that post. So I can go ahead, I can select it, I can create new copies of the attachments and reuse it. And now I'll still be able to tweak the details of the assignment. Maybe I want to have an updated document. I want to add another new link. Everything's here. Same different extra features on the bottom. I can have that due date. But notice here my topic is read and write. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say assign. And it's now going to become part of my classwork page, quick and easy because I did all of the work last year. So good luck with the Google Classroom. We are going to have a full Google Classroom online course available to you so you can learn a little bit slower, a little bit more step-by-step with some challenges. That's going to be released soon. But for now, if you have any questions, just give me an email. Bye, everybody.